So, this is the battle of me and Exenor. Let's begin. So yeah, I predicted he was gonna go for a poison move. So I switched into Lucario, and I forgot that fighting is not very effective against poison. He went for the spikes, which kind of stinks. And I took him out with the flash cannon. Yeah. Switches into Manectric, and I have a bad feeling about it because of close combat, so I switch out. And I found out he has overheat, so now I know Lucario would be in trouble. Luckily, I took that pretty good. He switches out into his Vaporeon. I go for a Calm Mind. And I go for a Petal Dance being faster, but he takes it pretty good. And he goes for a Roar, which I don't know why. Switches into Rotom. Has the leftovers. And he uses Protect, which is just great. Just great. Because now his leftovers goes twice without me attacking at all. And he switches out into his Big Serby. And I did not see that. Now, I could tell Rotom is 5 IV'd, but Big Serby really likes his trainer. And he has a Life Orb, so yeah. Now, I hope I can get the outspeed, or else I am doomed, and I do get it. So that's good. And take it out with one shot. I go into my Volcarona, thinking of him going for Overheat, which he did. And, I take that pretty good for an Overheat. He switches out once again into his Vaporeon. And I go for a Quiver Dance. And I'm thinking, yeah, I could probably take it out now. He still's got leftovers, but it's not big of a deal. I go for a Hurricane, but he takes that pretty good. And he uses Roar. So just enjoy the rest of the battle. I'm not gonna talk anymore. Whoa. Okay, so I took that overheat pretty good. And he switches out once again into his Charizard. And I take a pretty decent hit for him being a flying and fire. He goes for Swords Dance, and I predict he was going. I know he has Pokemon X, so I thought he would Mega Evolve, but nope. I still do pretty decent damage. He takes me out with the Flare Blitz. Which a little bit stinks, but it's alright. I send out my Lucario, and Spikes is still in. He now Mega Evolves because he knows probably Fairy is super effective against Dragon, and he is now Dragon. Unfortunately for him, I take it out with a close combat. I should have gone for Flash Cannon, but oh well. Take it out. Go to Manectric one more time. I let him go for the overheat because it's pretty much useless now. I thought I can outspeed him, but he got the crit. So that stinks. Go into my Blade, knowing I could take an overheat, but he switches into the rock, which is Sylveon. I go for a Sacred Sword because I didn't know he had a Sylveon. And I get Cute Charm, which stinks. Because how can a sword fall in love with a dog or something? I tried going for the King Shield, which I did. Thinking he would go for a physical move. I don't know why I thought that. I went back into position. Hopefully I went for the Shadow Claw, and I did. And I thought I could take that thing out with a crit, but nope. He goes for a Shadow Ball, but I have a Casset Berry, which doesn't take me out. And now I get embolized by the love, so he takes me out with a Shadow Ball. Darn. So now I only have Vivillon and Volcarona. I go for the Quiver Dance, just to raise my special attack and special defense and my speed. I know I could take that Moonblast, so I do, and I take him out with a Hurricane. His last Pokemon is Manectric, and he can't Mega Evolve it, thankfully. He goes for the Overheat, and I somehow couldn't be faster, but oh well. So now it's a one-on-one. Now here is a little bit different. I get hurt by the spikes. He goes for Overheat, so I'm guessing he has a choice. He has a choice scarf or something. But his special attack goes down again. I go for the Fiery Dance. Hopefully I can burn him, and I don't, but I raise my special attack. And he goes for the Overheat, and I avoid it and take him out with a Heat Wave. So yeah, this has been by luck. But I gotta say, it has been a really good battle. I really appreciate how good he is and how good I've been. So yeah, this has been me versus Exnor. Goodbye, YouTube.